Hello Antanse, good day. It's Dallas Arcand here again. It's Monday. Got a little bit of new backdrop here, some new curtains. Anyways, I'm gonna give you guys a quick lesson here today to practice up your skills on hoop dancing. Whether you're using it to learn how to hoop dance or whether you're using it to practice for other things that you're learning. Hoop dancing is very versatile and it gives you lots of good skills for timing and rhythm, aerobics. It gives you choreography skills, because in order to be a hoop dancer you have to like be able to perform with many different hoops and many different styles of dancing incorporated into the dancing. Anyways, so I'm going to get right to it. So the first thing about hoop dancing you need to know is, I didn't go through this earlier, but that's picking up the hoop. So I'm going to show it on the floor here. Get my hoop on the floor. If I can set this camera right. Okay. So basically, the hoop, when you pick it up on the floor or on the ground, basically what you got to do is you got to step on the hoop and basically just roll it up like that, and then you grab it, right? So that's how you pick up the hoop. That's one way. And then for the more experienced hoop dancers, you probably already know this. So basically, the more experienced you are, you learn how to pick them up different ways. So one of the first ways that I learned how to pick it up is to step inside the hoop like so, and then you step backwards on the hoop, and then it rolls up, and see it comes here in the front. So with this foot you scoop it up, and then it leaves room for you to scoop that hoop with your other foot like that, and then you can pick it up right away, and then you have the hoop picked up, right? So that's another way of picking it up. And then you could do other moves with it, like you could go like this and catch it right here and just go right through the hoop like that. And then there's another move, you can flip it and it could be locked in your shoulders, just like that. So, and then the other move I want to show you is how to pick it up and incorporate it into a move. So one of the moves I do is I'll side kick it out, and I'll make the hoop flip out, or actually I'll make the hoop spin towards me. So I'm going to do it from this angle so you guys can see it. So what I'm doing here is I'm using that first technique of stepping on the hoop, rolling it up, and then after that all I got to do is kick sideways. So just a sideways kick, and then the hoop is there. It's just that easy to roll the hoop and catch it like that. So that's the one way. You might want to try it both sides. My strong point is the right leg, but I do practice it with the left leg too, just to see if I can catch it. So that's the other way of picking up the hoop. And I'll show you a fourth way to pick up the hoop, and you might need a little bit more ceiling room, because I'm very limited here in my ceiling space. See, I can put the hoop on my head and like balance it, and it's like, that's how tall I am, or that's how short these ceilings are. Look at it, I can hold the hoop on my head. Anyways, so this one requires a little bit more height. I'm gonna try and do it in this limited amount of height. So this one, same thing, you pick up the hoop, but instead of kicking sideways, we're gonna let the hoop fall about, let's say about a 45-degree angle, and then when it falls, you time it, kick it, and then you should be able to kick it up. Okay, so we're gonna try that again. So the hoop is down, 45 degrees, boom, bada bing, bada boom, just like that. If you can time it just right, it'll flip right back onto you. So that's a good move. It's hard to do while you're dancing, because while you're dancing, try and imagine doing that and then flipping it like that, right? So it takes a little bit of practice and know-how, and I'm gonna keep rolling here with so that's 4 or 5 different ways to do it. Here's one more last way to pick it up, I guess. Maybe I'll show you another one after that too. So here's like another way to pick it up. Same way as you did the first time, but instead of kicking it sideways or kicking it forward or anything else, what we're gonna do is, for those of you that have ever played hacky sack before, this is a hacky sack move. You got to use your hacky sack skills, or if you're into soccer, this is a good soccer exercise skill. So what we're doing is we're gonna hacky sack sort of thing this hoop up. So you pick it up, give it a little kick like that, and then we're gonna catch it behind our shoulders. So that's one way you can do it. So when the hoop, when you scoop it up like that, or when you roll it up, all you gotta do is just kick it, and as it goes like this, up in the air, all you gotta do is like turn into it with your shoulders like that, and catch it. So it's all a combination move, right? So that's all I'm doing, is I'm rolling it up, doing the hacky sack kick, boom, and there we go. We have it locked in your shoulders. So that's a few different pickup moves. I'll show you one more that doesn't require you to do anything fancy with your feet. I'll show you one more, and this one's just simply just a cartwheel. So what I do is, and when I'm in my practice mode, I do practice my cartwheels, because you have to be able to handle all your weight on your hands, right? So sometimes I'll do push-ups, handstand push-ups. The cartwheels really help because you're getting your joints used to the impact of your weight. So what I'll do is I'll just do a couple practice ones first. Make sure there's nothing around to kick. Because I am in my living room, and you can do this in your living room. Okay, so I'm gonna do it this way, one this way, and then one this way. So that's what I do. I practice back and forth. I literally do practice that. I practice the cartwheel, right? It's a simple thing, but it still needs to be practiced. Your body's got to get used to twisting and turning and all that. So practice that, and then eventually you can pick up the hoop with it. It can be a hoop move, so you could be dancing away. You could be dancing away, so I'll put on some dancing music. Some Young Bear. So here I am, dancing away. And I picked up the hoop, right? So that's one way to pick up the hoop. That's the cartwheel way. Now if you want to get into some break dancing, hoop dancing techniques, my buddy James Jones, he's a really good break hoop dancer. My buddy, the current world champion, Nakota Lawrence, he's pretty good at breakdancing and stuff. But I'll show you one breakdance move that can be incorporated. It's called the 1990, and you basically incorporate your 1990 into picking up the hoop. So that's what I'm gonna do. The 1990 is basically like this. This is how, when you breakdance, you're doing the shuffle, and then all you gotta do is shuffle into it. So you gotta twist into this one. So this one's a twisting one. So you might want to stretch out like this first. Stretch out a bit so you don't injure yourself, and you don't want to hit anything in your living room, because I've done that before. It hurts. It hurts when you stub your toe or something. But anyways, here's a quick demonstration of how to pick up the hoop using a 1990. So I'm dancing to the music. Like that. It was hard for me not to hit that treadmill. But anyways, I'll try and do it slow motion for you. So basically when you're doing the 1990, all you're doing is you're turning like into a backwards cartwheel. So that's all I'm doing is like this. And then I'm twisting and turning. I dropped my remote. Hopefully it's okay. Alright, so that was your quick lesson for today. I'll post more more lessons as we go on here for hoop dancing. So that's basically your pickup moves. So keep in mind to practice to a beat when you're picking up. So we'll review all that. So the first one, pick up the hoop, right? And then you could start working with it right away. And do all those spinning techniques I showed you before. Okay, and then the other interesting move is while you're dancing, you could dance into the hoop, pick it, scoop it, and then start doing moves with it right away. Do that move that I showed you the other day, right? So then there's another move, which I showed you guys this earlier. I'm going to show you again. Same one as the pickup, kick sideways. Oh, I hit the ceiling. That's what sucks about being in your living room. Sometimes you can't do high tricks. Anyways, try it again. There you go. So I managed to catch that one. Okay, and then the other move is same way as the first. Roll it up, pick it up, catch it in your arms like that. Okay, and then the other one, this one's a trickier one. It's where you put the hoop down, keeping your beat, let it drop, pick it up, boom, done. So that's the other move. And then last but not least, we have the cartwheel, right? Pick up the hoop. And then we have the 1990, which is like that. But timing is very, very important when it comes to this dance. So again, I'm Dallas Arcand, 3-time world champion. It's been a real pleasure sharing with you today. I'll keep sharing these tips and tricks on hoop dancing. I hope you guys enjoy it and have a beautiful day. Thank you so much.